Hello, my friends. We are a couple hours out from this morning's MMA class, and this one got to me too. And as you can guess, it's because of rolling Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. It was it was hard. It's always hard, but this time I did a lot better. In that I made myself go to the end of the rounds for the class. It was a real simple setup for the class. It was the warm up, the shadow boxing as always. Then we were instructed on a little bit of wrestling technique for just moving a person forward, back, side to side, that sort of thing. And then we started free rolling with all the other people that showed up for the class this morning. And it was 9 rounds, 2 minutes, just do as much as you can, not going super hard, but trying to get your techniques and resisting and all of that. And I have to say, this time I'm kind of proud of myself because I did not stop, I did not stop completely. I did have to sit out for one of the rounds, and it was kind of in the middle, that I was, feeling pretty bad compared to a couple of the younger guys who are the same people, who are the same rank as me, just beginners coming in this month as well. But, I think they have some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu experience because they were doing some things that had not been taught so far. Maybe they were things that were taught, but before I got there. But my bet would be that they are actually had practiced before or researched these things and tried them out before because they were used to the idea. They were definitely. I definitely feel like they might be Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu guys before they came, because we had a fine time with the randori, the light sparring with these guys, and I wasn't feeling too overcome by it. But for this, I was definitely being outclassed. I did get one. I did get on top of one of the fellow classmates one time, but what I'm really proud of is that I only had to sit out for one round. The other guys did not until the very end. They sat out for the very last round, and at the time I was actually kind of disappointed in that because that meant I was going back with the most senior student who was really good at getting the rear choke on me. Oh, right, no, I got a incomplete chokehold on the other student who is also a newbie with me as well. So one, I sat on top of him and did an incomplete Americana hold, I think it's called. It was basically taking the arm and fully twisting it back by using a leverage of my own two arms, but I didn't get it entirely correct, so it was flawed. And then I had a flawed chokehold on the other guy, or I guess maybe you call it a headlock instead. I'm not good with these grappling names yet. And then I stuck around and I kept going for right at the end of the class. They like to do some heavy cardio, basically just like do a bunch of push-ups, do a bunch of burpees, do them as fast as you can so that to end the class out. And I kid you not, my body was moving in slow motion. It did not want to respond in any way, but I kept moving as best I can. I maybe did a fifth of the number that he wanted me to do. No, not even that. Not even that. And then by the end of class, I didn't even go home right away because I was I was shaking, like, not a little bit, because I always shake a tiny bit whenever I try to hold still. I mean, like, my body was doing this. It was doing this. And that's because, I think it's because, well, for one, all of the strain, the fatigue in the muscle, but I was pretty sure that I was completely out of blood sugar, no more sugar in the body. And I think that because the rest of my family, whenever they're low blood sugar, especially the family who's diabetic, gets all shaky when that sugar drops low. But let's see. I Yeah, I'm not sure I can do 2 classes a day if it's this Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu stuff, because I'm not surviving it, man. It's so a different kind of conditioning. Every bit of movement is just like wears down the muscle. And I think I have a name for it. I think I kind of realize what it is. It's that when someone else is resisting against you and you're trying to move your muscle in a certain way to get into position to resist their strength, I think the term is basically, I think it's called overcoming isometrics, where it's like, it's the idea that you have something that will not move, cannot move. There's no way that it's going to move because the object that you're trying to move is significantly more massive than you. It's like pushing up against a brick wall. What's that? Pushing up a brick wall, or having a bar that's chained to the ground and trying to pull it up. You're not going to move the earth. A brick wall isn't going to topple over unless it's already broken, because the brick wall is stronger than you. And the idea is that by trying to do something impossible, you make your muscles do their, essentially engage fully, go completely to fatigue, because they cannot move the thing. But mentally, you're lying to yourself and saying, no, you can, just try harder, and you try all the way until the point where every single muscle fiber engages. And I think that's essentially what's happening when I'm rolling with these other guys, is that my abs, my biceps, my back, my neck, everything is, at different times, just trying to get to its full usage. And the fatigue wears in very quickly because I'm not used to engaging all of my muscle fibers in this way. So, in terms of rest, it's probably not a good idea to go back tonight knowing that my body's already spent. Like, it is 2 hours after class, and I'm just now, like, I got the shaking to stop by eating immediately after class, but the complete slow motion movement thing was not going away until after I got home. I put on an ice pack real quick, took the ice pack off, and went for a nap. And, like, yeah, man, rest is important. I need to be doing something on the off days, but grappling is a whole other beast than striking, and I'm struggling with it, but I can tell that doing it is making myself stronger. And today, the arms, it didn't even feel like the elbow was hurting. It was isolated to muscles that I could feel, muscles that I could recognize, mostly biceps in either arm, not just the left arm today, but significantly less in the left arm, and a little bit on the back for the triceps. And so the strength gains are, or at least the adaptation to the movement, is immediately recognizable, because I don't feel completely dead after resting. Let me say it like that. I felt completely dead at the end of class, but not after the resting. And that's important. Whereas before, the dead feeling maintained through the next day. So that's all I have to say for this little vlog. If I do decide to go back, no, I need to rest. I'm not going back tonight. So this is a short vlog, but you'll see me again after the Friday course. Stay true.